Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed the Prophecy Update 2015 videos I've just re-uploaded. What I'm going to do now is upload another video that was meant to be in that playlist, but I didn't get round to uploading it at the time because I was having several problems rendering it. So I'm going to try and do that now because it is probably one of the most important videos in that playlist, where I discuss the new worldwide religion, that being Hollywoodism. Okay, that's what I've called it, Hollywoodism, and the communist takeover of it. Okay, McCarthy warned us about this a long time ago, yeah, and Reagan did his utmost to eradicate communism, but it has resurfaced. China is still a communist country, and they have now just merged with America in producing blockbuster Hollywood movies, and no one batters an eyelid, do they? We're looking at a third Red Scare here, what McCarthy warned us about a long time ago, and we're just letting it happen. How can we do this? Yeah? We deserve everything the beast throws at us if we allow this to happen. Anyway, that's coming up now. Prophecy Update Part 6, Hollywoodism. Okay, good news everyone. I was just going through Revelation chapter 12, the end of chapter 12, about the woman and the red dragon, and my initial suspicions here about the red dragon being China, but I thought I won't go there, I'll leave it. But when I first read this, went through it thoroughly, I thought this red dragon could be China, and I've come back to it now, and yeah, I'm pretty sure now. I'm pretty sure. And when you put in when you bring China into the equation here, it all fits nicely. And there are several reasons to believe that it's China. And when the dragon saw that he was cast to the earth, he persecuted the woman who bore the male child. This is going to be after the Middle East wipe out a third of man, and the EU possibly winning that war. But as 1 Thessalonians says, people have a false sense of hope, because what's coming up next? China are going to take advantage of this. And this is where the devil really starts to inflict pain on man. Okay, it says, woe to the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you, having great anger, knowing that he has a short time. And this is after everything in the Middle East. And what I just read a minute ago, about the dragon persecuted the woman who bore the male child. Now, females aren't preferred in China. There are more female abortions than males, and they have a one-child policy. Okay, but the women, they are sterilised after giving birth to their first child, the preferred male child. So that is basically what we have here. He persecuted the woman who bore a male child. Okay. So that's one reason to believe it's China. And this one's a beauty. The worst natural disasters in history have been floods in China. Yellow River, Yellow River. One of them was about 2 million dead from this Yellow River disaster, and it's happened a few times, okay? And then we have in Revelation 12:15, and the serpent cast out of his mouth after the woman water like a river, that he might carry her away. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the river, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Now I think this may mean that the rest of the world will help those Christians being persecuted in China. And the dragon was angry with the woman, and went to make war with the rest of her children who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. This is absolutely Chinese communism, okay? There's more Christians being persecuted in China than anywhere else in the world. And we have the red dragon, persecution of those who keep the commandments of God. I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it? And I stood on the sand of the sea, and then we have the beast. The beast coming up out of the sea, 10 horns, 7 heads, 10 diadems, as I mentioned in the other videos. This beast being the United States of America and the world government, which it will attempt to enforce. Okay, the 10 regions of the world, the UN in New York, the headquarters of the UN, and America will be given power over the whole world, okay? And the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. Okay, China will help America to do this. All fits into place, all fits into place. We've got several reasons to believe it's China. And that verse I just said, 12:17, the persecution of the Christians by the red dragon. When you research, and you'll find China is the worst place for it. The river, destroying the woman's seed, one-child policy. There's a false prophet and an antichrist seized who will be men. But the beast isn't a man. Right? Neither is the red dragon. The woman, the red dragon, and the beast. These aren't to be taken literally. The beast will be the nation, the Babylonian nation, the US, the red dragon being China, and the woman is a reference to Mary, who bore the male child Jesus. And it basically means the Christians in that part of the world, in China. So this is very odd, very unexpected. China giving power to America. Now, they do lend America a heck of a lot of money. They are already doing that, pretty much, giving America power. Giving the beast his power, his throne and great authority. Then one of his heads was as if mortally wounded. Big bang of the tribulation. One of the beast's heads, one of the beast's 7 heads, being a continent, 7 continents, North America. Mortally wounded, recovers from this, and all the earth will wander after the beast, after it recovers. They will worship the dragon, China, because he gave power to America, the beast, and worshipped America, saying, who is like America, and who is able to make war with him? This might also explain, why he is given a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy against God, because China are very anti-Christian, as I just mentioned. Communism will be enforced, and because they have helped America get back on her feet, China are going to have a big influence there and persuade them to go down this route, blaspheming God. See how all of this fits, and that is Revelation 12, the end of Revelation 12 and 13 again. So, what's coming? Everything's fitting, We'll have the 4 angels bound by the Euphrates River, these being the countries in the Middle East, who I said they would form an alliance. It seems like the most reasonable explanation for the 200 million army forming in that part of the world, but it may not even be an alliance. They like to just fight each other all the time, but I think it will be. Them wiping out a third of man. Whoever conquers them will gain a false sense of hope and security just as 1 Thessalonians says. But look who are going to intervene shortly after they've been defeated. China. Once everyone has been weakened, China are going to play a very important role. I just thought of another one. Because they're actually going to look like they're not really waging war against anyone like was going on in the Middle East. Because China will be funding America, helping America get back on her knees, back on her feet, sorry. Who, I mean, they're not likely to be fighting anyone, any wars or anything, because of what's happened to them. And the aid from China and the whole world will be in favour of this, helping its allies in the West. Yeah. I've done it. There we go, I've done it. Yeah. My instincts were right. As soon as I read Red Dragon, I thought China. Just went over it again, yep. China fund America, giving power and authority to the beast. And there we go.